Welcome to Sleep Stories Ascent, where philosophy and science are gently woven into calming bedtime tales. Here, you'll drift into sleep while learning about the wonders of the world, illuminated by simple ideas and quiet reflection. If stories like this bring you comfort, please like and subscribe to support future journeys into sleep and discovery. Your presence helps our tranquil adventures continue, night after night, for more listeners. Tonight's journey is the overnight sleeper train to the Alps, a first-person narration inviting you aboard a peaceful train crossing snowy mountains beneath the stars. You'll settle into a soft cabin, wrapped in gentle warmth and dim light, as the steady rhythm of the tracks lulls you to rest. Allow this story's calm detail and quiet atmosphere to ease your breathing, guide your thoughts, and lead you toward sleep. Chapter 1. As you walk toward the waiting train, your footsteps echo softly across the platform's cold stone. Each step is unhurried, blending with the hush of the night air. You feel the gentle promise of adventure lingering ahead, mingled with a comforting anticipation of rest. The station feels unchanged by time, a silent witness to all who travel through, and tonight it is yours alone to savor, as solitude gently wraps around you. A conductor appears, offering a warm smile and polite nod. They guide you along the length of the train, their lantern casting a cozy circle of light along your path. The sleeper car's windows glow softly from within, hinting at warmth and comfort inside. You find yourself breathing more deeply, the cool air mixing with a sense of quiet wonder as the world outside fades away into the peaceful mystery of the night. The conductor leads you to your private cabin. The door slides open with a gentle click, and you step inside. Instantly, the world seems to shrink to this inviting space, insulated from the chill and darkness outside. Plush bedding and smooth linens wait, promising comfort. The lighting glows gently amber, softly illuminating every corner and calming your thoughts. Here, the promise of solitude is not loneliness, but sanctuary. You rest your belongings at the foot of the bed and take in the details around you. The cabin holds simple luxuries, a thick folded blanket, a soft pillow, and a small shelf with a carafe of cool water. There is a faint, almost invisible scent of lavender in the air. The edges of the cabin blur under the low light, inviting your mind to drift and your body to unwind, moment by peaceful moment. With a gentle sway, the train lurches into motion. The soft rumble beneath the floor builds a rhythm, subtle and reassuring. You nestle into the bedding, adjusting yourself until you find a spot that feels just right. Through the window, you can glimpse distant, sleepy villages and the wide, dark mountains beyond. Each soundtrack's clacking, wind whistling geckos inside your cabin like a quiet lullaby. You let your breathing slow, feeling tension melt away with each gentle rock of the train. The soft amber light leaves no harsh shadows, only gentle shapes, safe and soothing. Outside, the world is cold and vast, but here, in this narrow car suspended in the night, you are cocooned in warmth. In this pocket of quiet comfort, anticipation gradually softens into a peaceful, grateful presence in the moment. You listen to the steady rhythm of rails beneath the train, an unbroken pattern, mesmerizing in its repetition. The countryside slips silently past, snow swirling across empty fields and drifting over rails. Inside your cabin, each surface radiates calm. The seat fabric is soft beneath your fingers, and you trace the outlines of the wooden window frame, feeling grounded by its smooth, familiar texture. Everything invites you to rest. As you settle in deeper, you pull the blanket up around your shoulders. The warmth quickly envelops you, creating a comfortable weight that quiets restless thoughts. Your head sinks into the pillow, and the hum of the train fills your ears. With every slow, even breath, you feel a greater sense of tranquility, as if your cabin is gently slipping away from the world and entering a slower, cozier rhythm. You notice a soft tap at your doorroom service, offering a steaming cup of herbal tea. You accept it with a grateful smile, hands warming around the ceramic mug. The scent is delicate, promising calm. Sipping slowly, you let the tea's warmth fill you from within. It is a small, thoughtful ritual, and it marks the perfect transition from wakefulness to restful anticipation. The outside world grows dimmer with every calming sipation. The outside world grows dimmer with every calming sip. You take a moment to gaze out the window. Snowflakes float past in gentle spirals, drifting beneath the street lamps that line the edge of the track. The snow glows faintly gold, each flake glinting before it disappears. In the distance, mountains loom dark against the starlit sky, a mysterious silhouette promising quiet adventure. The train's glass window separates you from winters, chill, preserving every detail for your quiet reflection. Letting your gaze wander, you notice patterns in the condensation on the glass, swirling in response to the shifting air. Finger-painted shapes reveal themselves only to you, tiny secrets lost to the world outside. The rhythmic sound of the train soothes and focuses your attention. Each moment becomes more vivid. It's as if the world has slowed just for you, making your small private space feel timeless and protected from worry. You glance at the bookshelf by your bed, finding a slim volume about alpine landscapes and night journeys. Thumbing through its pages, you take comfort in simple sketches and gentle words describing mountains, forests, and quiet towns. Each illustration reflects pieces of the scenery passing outside your window, further blending reality with quiet imagination. For now, you are both traveler and dreamer, letting the story of the journey and the landscape mix. Dreamer, letting the story of the journey and the landscape mix gently. The gentle sway of the train gradually becomes familiar. The small sounds, the creak of the carriage, the distant murmur of other passengers, the quiet hiss of radiator pipes all combine in a lullaby of sleep. Your breathing starts to match the motion of the train, slow and regular, anchored to the slow passage of miles beneath your feet. Wrapped in softness, you feel increasingly weightless, drifting on a current of gentle sound and warmth. A sense of intimacy settles in the privacy of your cabin. The softness of the bedding, the ambient glow wall provides sanctuary from any cares you had before boarding. You are free to read, daydream, or simply watch the landscape float past. The world is reduced to comforting essentials, each one meant to encourage sleep. Time loses its urgency as the train slides deeper into the heart of the snowy starlit Alps. Even as the train picks up speed, your sense of peace deepens. There is no rush, no destination pressing on your mind. Instead, you drift with the journey itself, savoring the act of travel, the sensation of each passing moment. The mountains outside remain blanketed in snow, their outlines softened by distance and the glowing haze of night. Your eyelids grow heavier, synchronized with the train's gentle, hypnotic rhythm. You allow yourself to surrender fully to comfort, letting the hum and gentle rocking of the train guide you ever closer to sleep. Every detail in your cabin seems arranged just for relaxation. The texture of the blanket, the smoothness of the sheets, and the delicate amber glow resting on your face. Here, there is nothing left to do but breathe, listen to the quiet around you, and feel your body relax more deeply with each passing minute. As the night continues, the train travels deeper into the heart of the Alps. The world outside remains wrapped in frost and shadow, a silent landscape carrying you forward. Inside, your mind slows, thoughts quiet, and the gentle rhythm of the journey becomes your companion. You are safe within your cocoon of warmth, letting go of the day's concerns. The promise of sleep draws nearer, supported by the peaceful journey underway beneath the watchful stars. Chapter 2. Settling in, blanket and quiet. You find yourself nestled snugly beneath a soft, thick blanket, its gentle weight encouraging your body to relax. The warmth is a comforting embrace, softening any lingering travel aches. The cabin's amber lighting glows quietly, sending golden reflections off the polished wood panels. Each breath you take draws in calm. As you exhale, the window fogs just a little, leaving a fleeting trace of your presence against the gentle cold. Soft lamplight washes over the cabin walls, coloring everything in shades of honey and ochre. You settle deeper under the blanket, feeling your shoulders drop, tension melting away. The window beside you chills your fingertips for a moment, but the blanket is quick to return that warmth. In the hush, every sound in the train becomes more distinct. The steady, rhythmic clacking of the tracks below is a lullaby, all its own. Outside, snow drifts silently past the glass. The landscape is mostly darkness, only sometimes interrupted by the faint outline of pine trees or the halo of faraway village lights. The world out there is frozen and still, but inside, quiet warmth fills the space. The motion of the train is soothing, a gentle rocking that hints at safety and forward motion through the endless night. Your breath fogs the window, then clears again, its slow rhythm marking quiet time. The blanket is soft against your fingers. You notice the faint stitching along its edge, a reminder of careful hands and thoughtful preparation. The sounds within the train grow softer, melting into the background. Each inhale brings the subtle scent of wood and clean linen, inviting you deeper into relaxation. You listen to the gentle creak of the cabin as it adjusts to the train's swaya low, comforting sound that reminds you of an old wooden ship at sea. Each movement of the carriage is predictable, and its regularity calms you. The world beyond the glass seems far away now. Inside, the only things that matter are softness, warmth, and the tranquil rhythm of the rails below. The quiet hum of the heater accompanies the peaceful ambiance. Occasionally, the blanket shifts with your movements, releasing tiny pockets of warmth. The train gathers speed, and you feel the pressure subtly in your body, a safe, cradling sensation. All around you, the dim illumination makes time seem to stretch, giving you space to breathe and slowly let go of your thoughts. Small details become a comfort, the pattern of the blanket, the gentle curves of the wooden wall, the faint reflection of amber light on your water glass nearby. Your breathing falls deeper, each inhale slower than the last. The interior is a cocoon of peace, holding you steady against the sweep of winter night outside. Any anxieties seem to drift away on the cadence of the wheels below. You notice how the train occasionally sways more deeply as it rounds a curve in the tracks. In those moments, the blanket pulls tighter and you nestle further in, protected from chill and noise. The train whistle sounds gently in the far distance, a mellow call that feels both ancient and reassuring. The quiet remains, undisturbed by anything except the soothing repetition of the train's journey. The shadows thrown by the amber lights play across the wood-paneled walls, creating gentle, moving shapes that relax your eyes. Your thoughts slow down, syncing with the train's predictable rhythm. Between the faint clatter of wheels and muffled wind outside, a deep sense of safety prevails. You are afloat in an island of warmth, carried through a silent, snowy world where only comfort exists. Sometimes, your hand drifts from beneath the blanket, brushing a cool patch of linen before instinct draws it back under. The coolness is a pleasant reminder of just how warm and protected you feel inside. Soft breathing, steady and gentle, becomes your main focus, each exhale matching the murmur of the rails. It's easy to let yourself drift, every sense wrapped in quiet repose. Each time the train passes by a cluster of lights outside, their glow flickers on your face for a brief moment, then fades away. The warmth within stays steady and unchanged. You are aware of your heartbeat, unhurried, soothed by the blanket's comforting weight. The noise outside seems to only emphasize how peaceful it feels to rest inside this tranquil cabin, far from the cold world beyond. The blanket feels almost cloud-like, enveloping you in a familiar security. The sound of the rails fading into the distance is both constant and lulling, creating a natural rhythm that lulls you deeper into calm. You notice your eyelids growing heavier, as if each sound and every gentle sway presses softly against sleep. The warmth around you makes it easy to linger in this moment, holding tight to stillness. Seconds stretch into comfortable minutes as you observe the quiet rituals of the night. A gentle yawn escapes, muffled by the blanket's shelter. The hush is tender, like a well-kept secret between you and the midnight train. The cabin glows softly, amber lights unwavering as you sink further under the covers. All that remains is the assurance of warmth, stillness, and the rhythmic call of the tracks below. Out the window, the snowy fields blend seamlessly with the dark, giving little sense of time or distance. Here, in your quiet compartment, those details feel unimportant. The train rocks you gently, as if in the palm of a giant hand. Each sound a distant whistle, a creaking joint. The faint shoosh of your own breath becomes part of the soothing background, inviting you to sink into rest. Your thoughts begin to slow, meandering lazily like the path the train takes. Each breath, each gentle sway, draws you closer to sleep's boundary. The blanket's weight grounds you, the cabin holds you, and the world outside seems to exist in another, quieter reality. Every inhale is cool, every exhale warm, mingling with the hushed light and motion that cradles you deeper into quietude. Tiny sounds punctuate the stillness. The click of the heater, the faint snap of wood, a subtle sigh as you shift your position. Each is a reminder that you are safe and cocooned from the wild, wintry night. Wrapped in your blanket, you soften, allowing the world to shrink away. All that remains is the comfort of your little cabin, gently swaying through snowy silence. You feel sleep gathering as you gaze at the patterns forming and fading on the cold glass. The steady, repetitive sounds outside slow your pulse. Phases of alertness and drowsiness blend together, and you enjoy the blur between waking thought and gentle dream. The train's movement is predictably calming, like a long, quiet lullaby guiding you toward the edges of sleep. A faraway announcement is muffled by thick doors, barely audible against the hush. You remain undisturbed, the cabin's cocoon insulating you from any harshness. The blanket covers your whole body, preserving a bubble of comfort in which only calm exists. The subtle glow of the lights, the sway of the train, and the hush outside all guide you to a deeper, more peaceful rest. Soft shadows gather in the corners of the cabin as the train continues on its journey. Each movement is gentle, inviting only comfort and relaxation. Your focus narrows to the feeling of the blanket, the low hum of the heater, and the rhythmic lull of steel on steel. All the complexities of the day seem smaller now, replaced by the simplicity of warmth, quiet and safe passage through the night. Slowly, you realize how easy it is to drift in and out of wakefulness, letting the train carry both your body and mind. No need to worry about destinations or time inside this softly lit cabin. You are suspended in a state of perfect calm. The warmth, the quiet, and the rhythmic sway will hold you here, nestled in the embrace of blanket and quiet, as the train slips further into the night. Chapter 3. The Rhythm of Sleep. The gentle train glides ceaselessly ahead, its wheels singing a steady clack, clack beneath you. This sound weaves through your senses, seamlessly blending with the soft rocking motion of your cabin. You feel each breath connect with the lull of the rails, inviting your body to relax. The journey itself is a rhythma living metronome slowly, calming your restlessness with its peaceful. The pulse of the train becomes part of your world, soothing and familiar. Each repetition of the wheels against the tracks follows your gentle inhale and exhale. The walls around you feel cocooned in stillness, the world outside slipping away behind snowy windows. As you nestle deeper under your blanket, the constant motion lulls you further, whispering promises of peace in time with the rails and your heart. With every turn of the wheels, your thoughts begin to drift. Memories rise quietly from a distance as some clear, some softly blurred, drifting through the cadence of the clack-clack. It is as if the train knows when to pause, letting one memory linger, then gently letting it go. The rhythm carries you smoothly from one moment to the next, a gentle hand guiding your mind toward tranquility. The amber light inside feels soft against your closed eyelids, glowing delicately as the train sways. Outside, only the white blur of snow hints at motion, while inside the true rhythm is the hush of your drowsy breath. Clack, clack, the wheels whisper. You listen, letting the sound quiet your racing thoughts. This is a music made only for you, inviting sleep with every steady beat. Time seems to slow with each mile, and the journey becomes less about arriving than about drifting. The wheels repeat their chorus, clack, 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 their predictability, a comfort. The gentle pressure of the blanket, the hush of the cabin, the beat of the rails, together they ease you toward stillness. Every sound folds into the next, a lullaby woven from repetition and rest. In this safe cocoon, your breath falls into perfect sync with the train's journey. Inhale with the start of a new rhythm, exhale with each gentle sway. The memories that surface now are light and sweet, scenes of gentle snowfall, laughter spilling over warm mugs, childhood journeys taken long ago. The clack of the tracks becomes a nod to these memories, softly ushering you into restful dreams. The train's movement is soothing, a steady, continuous embrace. Your mind releases its hold on the day, tension melting away with each cycle of sound. The train does not hurry, neither must you. All that matters is this moment, the hush within, the rhythm without. The feeling of time blurring grows more comforting by the minute as the rails carry you deeper into serenity. You sense the shift from waking to dreaming as the noises outside blur into the background, leaving only the soothing cycle of the rails and your breath. The window's cold fades while inside the warmth grows, stretching across your feet and shoulders. Clack, clack, inhale, clack, clack, exhale. The train's lullaby weaves you tighter into its peaceful spell, inviting you closer to sleep. The repetition of the sound becomes its own meditation, helping your mind let go. Thoughts gradually fade to a gentle hum, blending with the train's soft rhythm. The rails offer no surprises, only comfort and predictability. With every mile, you surrender more to the experience. The rhythmic lull guiding you closer to the peaceful shores of sleep, each clack an anchor to the present moment. The motion is like being rocked in gentle arms, secure, repetitive, deeply reassuring. Even distant villages passing by remain silent, their lights softened by curtains of drifting snow. The outside world's silence deepens your comfort, while the interior rhythm of train and breath fills the cabin. You nestle further in, allowing the rails to carry your worries away, one gentle clack at a time. Your mind grows lighter as the train presses forward through the night, the persistent rhythm blurring all else. Moments and thoughts merge into a gentle parade, moving to the subdued beat of the rails. Nothing feels urgent, and the only journey that matters is this passage into rest. The world beyond the window disappears, replaced by the steady companionship of sound and the comfort of your warm bed. As your body slips deeper into relaxation, the rhythm slows everything around you. The train's low hum and the gentle clack-clack are as constant as ocean waves, familiar and calming. Each repetition marks the distance from wakefulness, drawing you further from the realm of busy thoughts and ever closer to peaceful sleep. The calm cadence is your compass, orienting you to this tranquil night's journey. You begin to drift at the edge of sleep, the sound of the train drawing you through half-remembered places. The gentle light of the cabin is a cocoon, a promise of warmth and safety. Clack, 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 clack. Your breaths fall deeper, slower, matching the movement outside. Every sound is woven into the feeling of drifting down a gentle stream, each moment more peaceful than the last. The gentle rhythm carries you past forgotten places and distant memories. Some moments feel like dreams, light as snowfall on glass. The regular sway of the train is a lullaby in motion, and the consistent repetition of the tracks becomes a gentle anchor. Thoughts ebb and flow, but always return to the safety of this rhythm, a comforting melody heard only in the quiet of night. You listen for the sound of your own breathing, finding it echoed by the distant rails. Inside, every small detail is gentle: the shift of the blanket, the hush of your heart, the weight of sleep growing steadier. The world outside remains hidden by snow and night, but it does not matter. You are held tenderly within the rhythm, swaying ever closer to dreams beneath the quiet spell of the train. The rhythm asks nothing of you but to surrender, to let go and to rest. The repetition of sound and motion offers its own wisdom. Everything here has its time, its place, its calm purpose. As you accept the rhythm, your mind drifts ever farther from the day's cares. The train's song is simple, ageless, and truly a companion through the night, inviting peace with every gentle beat. The train continues its quiet journey, weaving through the snowy night. Your mind acclimates to this peace, recognizing it not as emptiness, but as a fullness of rest, of possibility, of calm. Each clack of the wheels marks another step from worry, another breath into tranquility. The embrace of rhythm and warmth becomes the night's story, and you, its gentle sleeping listener. The gentle repetition lulls the senses, each cycle a new layer of quiet falling over you. The amber glow above deepens your security, making the world feel smaller, softer. The outside snowflakes vanish into night, while inside, the only sound is the quiet familiarity of rails and breath. With each passing moment, sleep beckons more deeply, inviting you to drift within the protective arms of this moving refuge. The cadence of the wheels in your heart create a harmony unique to this journey. You can almost feel the passage of time stretching and slowing, every moment becoming part of a larger story, one of rest, safety, and letting go. The steady rocking and soft padding of your bed transform the train ride into a sanctuary, a place where you are free to dream deeply and without hurry. As you surrender to the journey, the rhythm assures you that all is well. The promise of peaceful sleep is as certain as the next clack of the rails beneath you. Thoughts fade, replaced by the melody of breath and train, the night stretching on beyond memory or need. With every gentle sound and sway, you are carried further toward tranquil dreams, wrapped in the soothing rhythm of sleep. Welcome to Sleep Stories Ascent, where philosophy and science are gently woven into calming bedtime tales. Here, you'll drift into sleep while learning about the wonders of the world, illuminated by simple ideas and quiet reflection. If stories like this bring you comfort, please like and subscribe to support future journeys into sleep and discovery. Your presence helps our tranquil adventures continue, night after night, for more listeners. Tonight's journey is the overnight sleeper train to the Alps, a first-person narration inviting you aboard a peaceful train crossing snowy mountains beneath the stars. You'll settle into a soft cabin, wrapped in gentle warmth and dim light, as the steady rhythm of the tracks lulls you to rest. Allow this story's calm detail and quiet atmosphere to ease your breathing, guide your thoughts, and lead you toward sleep. Chapter 1. As you walk toward the waiting train, your footsteps echo softly across the platform's cold stone. Each step is unhurried, blending with the hush of the night air. You feel the gentle promise of adventure lingering ahead, mingled with a comforting anticipation of rest. The station feels unchanged by time, a silent witness to all who travel through, and tonight it is yours alone to savor, as solitude gently wraps around you. A conductor appears, offering a warm smile and polite nod. They guide you along the length of the train, their lantern casting a cozy circle of light along your path. The sleeper car's windows glow softly from within, hinting at warmth and comfort inside. You find yourself breathing more deeply, the cool air mixing with a sense of quiet wonder as the world outside fades away into the peaceful mystery of the night. The conductor leads you to your private cabin. The door slides open with a gentle click, and you step inside. Instantly, the world seems to shrink to this inviting space, insulated from the chill and darkness outside. Plush bedding and smooth linens wait, promising comfort. The lighting glows gently amber, softly illuminating every corner and calming your thoughts. Here, the promise of solitude is not loneliness, but sanctuary. You rest your belongings at the foot of the bed and take in the details around you. The cabin holds simple luxuries, a thick folded blanket, a soft pillow, and a small shelf with a carafe of cool water. There is a faint, almost invisible scent of lavender in the air. The edges of the cabin blur under the low light, inviting your mind to drift and your body to unwind, moment by peaceful moment. With a gentle sway, the train lurches into motion. The soft rumble beneath the floor builds a rhythm, subtle and reassuring. You nestle into the bedding, adjusting yourself until you find a spot that feels just right. Through the window, you can glimpse distant, sleepy villages and the wide, dark mountains beyond. Each soundtrack's clacking, wind whistling geckos inside your cabin like a quiet lullaby. You let your breathing slow, feeling tension melt away with each gentle rock of the train. The soft amber light leaves no harsh shadows, only gentle shapes, safe and soothing. Outside, the world is cold and vast, but here, in this narrow car suspended in the night, you are cocooned in warmth. In this pocket of quiet comfort, anticipation gradually softens into a peaceful, grateful presence in the moment. You listen to the steady rhythm of rails beneath the train, an unbroken pattern, mesmerizing in its repetition. The countryside slips silently past, snow swirling across empty fields and drifting over rails. Inside your cabin, each surface radiates calm. The seat fabric is soft beneath your fingers, and you trace the outlines of the wooden window frame, feeling grounded by its smooth, familiar texture. Everything invites you to rest. As you settle in deeper, you pull the blanket up around your shoulders. The warmth quickly envelops you, creating a comfortable weight that quiets restless thoughts. Your head sinks into the pillow, and the hum of the train fills your ears. With every slow, even breath, you feel a greater sense of tranquility, as if your cabin is gently slipping away from the world and entering a slower, cozier rhythm. You notice a soft tap at your doorroom service, offering a steaming cup of herbal tea. You accept it with a grateful smile, hands warming around the ceramic mug. The scent is delicate, promising calm. Sipping slowly, you let the tea's warmth fill you from within. It is a small, thoughtful ritual, and it marks the perfect transition from wakefulness to restful anticipation. The outside world grows dimmer with every calming sipation. The outside world grows dimmer with every calming sip. You take a moment to gaze out the window. Snowflakes float past in gentle spirals, drifting beneath the street lamps that line the edge of the track. The snow glows faintly gold, each flake glinting before it disappears. In the distance, mountains loom dark against the starlit sky, a mysterious silhouette promising quiet adventure. The train's glass window separates you from winters, chill, preserving every detail for your quiet reflection. Letting your gaze wander, you notice patterns in the condensation on the glass, swirling in response to the shifting air. Finger-painted shapes reveal themselves only to you, tiny secrets lost to the world outside. The rhythmic sound of the train soothes and focuses your attention. Each moment becomes more vivid. It's as if the world has slowed just for you, making your small private space feel timeless and protected from worry. You glance at the bookshelf by your bed, finding a slim volume about alpine landscapes and night journeys. Thumbing through its pages, you take comfort in simple sketches and gentle words describing mountains, forests, and quiet towns. Each illustration reflects pieces of the scenery passing outside your window, further blending reality with quiet imagination. For now, you are both traveler and dreamer, letting the story of the journey and the landscape mix. Jamer, letting the story of the journey and the landscape mix gently. The gentle sway of the train gradually becomes familiar. The small sounds, the creak of the carriage, the distant murmur of other passengers, the quiet hiss of radiator pipes all combine in a lullaby of sleep. Your breathing starts to match the motion of the train, slow and regular, anchored to the slow passage of miles beneath your feet. Wrapped in softness, you feel increasingly weightless, drifting on a current of gentle sound and warmth. A sense of intimacy settles in the privacy of your cabin. The softness of the bedding, the ambient glow wall provides sanctuary from any cares you had before boarding. You are free to read, daydream, or simply watch the landscape float past. The world is reduced to comforting essentials, each one meant to encourage sleep. Time loses its urgency as the train slides deeper into the heart of the snowy starlit Alps. Even as the train picks up speed, your sense of peace deepens. There is no rush, no destination pressing on your mind. Instead, you drift with the journey itself, savoring the act of travel, the sensation of each passing moment. The mountains outside remain blanketed in snow, their outlines softened by distance and the glowing haze of night. Your eyelids grow heavier, synchronized with the train's gentle, hypnotic rhythm. You allow yourself to surrender fully to comfort, letting the hum and gentle rocking of the train guide you ever closer to sleep. Every detail in your cabin seems arranged just for relaxation. The texture of the blanket, the smoothness of the sheets, and the delicate amber glow resting on your face. Here, there is nothing left to do but breathe, listen to the quiet around you, and feel your body relax more deeply with each passing minute. As the night continues, the train travels deeper into the heart of the Alps. The world outside remains wrapped in frost and shadow, a silent landscape carrying you forward. Inside, your mind slows, thoughts quiet, and the gentle rhythm of the journey becomes your companion. You are safe within your cocoon of warmth, letting go of the day's concerns. The promise of sleep draws nearer, supported by the peaceful journey underway beneath the watchful stars. Chapter 5. Snowdrifts and Passing Villages. Snow slips quietly past your window, a gentle curtain hiding the world outside. The rhythm of the train is soft and dependable, its steady motion guiding your gaze beyond the glass. Tiny, sleeping villages pass by, their existence known only by the faint glow spilling from curtained windows and the pale shimmer of snow atop their rooftops. Each scene is fleeting, a whispered memory. You sit in calm wonder, the train cocooned against the cold as it glides through the quiet stillness. The snow outside appears endless, swirling softly under the dim glow of distant lanterns. The villages you pass are like islands anchored in a sea of white, each one perfectly peaceful in the midnight hush. The warmth inside your cabin is reassuring, the soft clack of the tracks lulling you further into tranquility. The passing scenery paints moving pictures you can never keep. Tiny houses scattered along narrow streets, roofs blanketed in snow, chimney smoke rising in wisps against a violet sky. Those glowing windows hint at quiet lives families, perhaps gathered around a table, or a single lamp illuminating a bedtime book. Each house is silent, remote, yet the train's presence brings a gentle sense of connection to it all. Now and then, a flicker of light draws your eye, snow-covered fence catching a street lamp's gleam, or the shape of a sleeping dog curled close to a front door. The world outside feels far away, like a quiet stage where time pauses. You are both visitor and observer, wrapped in warmth and motion as the train presses on through this landscape of drifts and dreams. Tonight, you are always passing by. You notice how the snow veils sound, creating a cocoon of softness that muffles the outside world. Through frosted glass, you see unlit barns resting at the edge of fields and trees clothed in silver. For a moment, your breath fogs the window, adding to the gentle blur. There is comfort in the steady pace, in the way the train carries you quietly past these private, nighttime stories you'll never really know. With the gentle sway of your cabin, you sense not only movement but also safety. Sense that you are sheltered from the winter chill. Each village slips away silently, the lives within continuing, untouched by your passing gaze. You imagine the warmth inside those distant homes, perhaps the glow of stoves or the comfort of a favorite chair, resonating faintly within your own content heart as you travel deeper into the night. Sometimes, the only sign of life is the outline of a lone figure walking home, footprints pressed into fresh powder. Lantern light pools on snowy paths while your train glides by unhurriedly. You wonder about these quiet moments show each sleeper in their beds is unaware of your journey. Yet, in this shared winter, everyone finds warmth in their own way, cocooned against the vast, soft silence that binds the night. Each window reveals a moment you cannot hold, a shed leaning, half-buried, beside a flickering lamp, an orchard dusted white, a row of boots left at a threshold. The repetitive clatter of tracks beneath your train mingles with dreams. You feel yourself drifting, to your thoughts merging with the moving paintings outside. Time moves slowly in this snow-lit world, and you are free to watch, to wonder, and to rest. Night outside continues deepening, snow thickening on window sills and fences. You sense your own cabin like a lantern carry through darkness, a small, safe bubble of warmth. You allow your gaze to soften, letting go of details and letting the villages blend into shapes and shadows. The world beyond the glass is quiet and still, carrying gentle stories of solitude and peace as you glide steadily toward the mountains. The gentle sound of the train merges with the hush outside, creating a lullaby for travelers. Occasionally, the tracks curve near a village square, where the lights shine just a bit brighter, bouncing off the icy surfaces and painting gold across the frost. In those moments, you feel the magic of passage, how you are nowhere and everywhere all at once, carried tenderly by the midnight snow, unburdened by hurry or noise. You are joined, perhaps, by thoughts of others sharing your journey, unknown faces resting in nearby cabins, each comforted by the same soothing rhythm and wintry backdrop. Therese's sense of gentle kinship, an invisible thread connecting all sleepers aboard, touched by the same sights. In this tranquil company, you are never truly alone. The train cradles every dreamer and watcher alike, gliding quietly ever onward through the veiled night, gliding quietly ever onward through the veiled. As you watch, some lights blink out in the distance, signaling another home drifting into sleep. Your own eyes may feel heavy, drawn by the peaceful monotony of snow and shadows. The safety of the train, the softness of your blanket, and the distant hush of villages combine to slow your breathing. You surrender tension, letting your focus become soft and unfocused as the landscape shifts seamlessly past your view. Outside, narrow roads twine away from the tracks, leading into dark, snowy woods. You imagine the lives unfolding just beyond your sight. Soft voices, the crackle of a fireplace, the lingering warmth after a cold walk-in from the night. Each glimpse sparks gentle stories in your mind, stories that lull you deeper into rest. The rhythm of the train and the quiet tableau of snow-draped villages become your quiet companions tonight. You listen for any hint of sound from outside a distant bark, perhaps, or the faint sigh of wind, but snow absorbs nearly everything. The silence deepens, inviting you to fill it with peaceful thoughts. With every passing mile, the world outside becomes softer, dreamlike, and abstract. You're left with only the essential warmth, rhythm, and the solace of watching these gentle scenes slip by, ushering you quietly towards sleep. Another village appears, its houses close together, the glow from windows casting pools of yellow onto untouched ground. Therese, no movement, only the suggestion of lives within quiet routines, moments shared before sleep. Your own journey feels suspended in time, the train's gentle cradle keeping you anchored in calm. The snow continues undisturbed, covering fields and rooftops, creating a beautiful sameness that blurs distance and rooftops, creating a beautiful sameness that blurs distance and fosters comfort. You watch as the landscape shifts, rows of spruce trees dusted with snow, tiny bridges over frozen creeks, all passing in silence. The interior of your cabin remains tranquil, the soothing sway creating a lull that draws you closer to sleep. You accept the mystery of places passing by their names and stories, unknown, finding peace in not needing to understand, but only to observe and to rest as your train keeps its course. Through narrow gaps in the snowy hills, you catch a final glimpse of each village before it disappears behind darkness and drifts. The rhythm of your breathing matches the steady pace. The soft hum of the train, the low glow of your reading lamp, and the gentle snow outside all merge into a tapestry of quiet comfort. Every detail whispers reassurance. You are safe, cared for, and welcome to let go as the night deepens. Gradually, your awareness of the world outside begins to blend with drowsiness. The fleeting scenes become less distinct, like dreams before waking. You lie back, allowing thoughts to scatter like snowflakes, unique and quickly forgotten. The hush of the snowy landscape blends with the train's mantra. Each passing village is a soft reminder. There is beauty in watching, peace in moving quietly by, and restfulness in letting go. The snow grows thicker, sometimes swirling into whirlpools under lonely streetlights. Occasionally, a pine wreath hangs on a cottage door, a sign of welcome you observe even from afar. Your heart feels lighter somehow, knowing that beyond every frosted pane, someone is safe and warm tonight. The world is silent and soft, and you allow yourself to sink lower beneath your blanket, yielding to the slow, kindly pull of sleep, yielding to the slow, kindly pull of sleep. With each mile, the landscape fades further, the world narrowing to rhythmic sound, gentle sway, and the fading light that marks the passing of each peaceful village. You sense yourself floating, neither anchored nor adrift, simply held in the moment. As snow continues to fall and the train presses on, every worry slips quietly away, replaced by the certainty that the journey and the night will carry you gently toward morning and rest. Chapter 6. Sway of the Carriage, Slow Breaths. As the gentle carriage rocks along the tracks, you notice how each sway brings a new wave of softness through your body. The subtle side-to-side motion encourages your muscles to let go, relaxing even deeper into the comfort of your warm cocoon. The rhythm is unhurried and soothing, blending seamlessly with the quiet sounds of the train. Let yourself float with each gentle movement. With every smooth turn and gentle rock of the carriage, your attention drifts softly. The world outside becomes a blur, the snow blending into shadowy shapes beyond your window. Settled securely beneath your blanket, warmth filters into your limbs. Each breath synchronizes with the swaying motion, turning your focus away from thoughts and toward this peaceful sanctuary of calm. Allow your breath to become slower, deeper, following the train's easy rhythm. Following the train's easy rhythm. You begin to notice the subtle patterns in the movement, the carriage gliding almost imperceptibly, then gently rocking, then gliding again. Each shift reminds you to relax the muscles in your face and jaw, to let go of tension in your shoulders and chest. With each passing moment, the sensation of motion transforms into a soft lull, coaxing your body and mind further into tranquility. Slow breaths form a steady, comforting anchor. As you focus on the motion, breathe slowly deep, inhale, gentle exhale. Let that breath match the rhythm of the tracks beneath you, a pulse that repeats like a quiet song. You imagine the wheels rolling smoothly over each rail, guiding your attention to the steady, calming cadence. There is nothing to do but rest and listen. Breathe in and breathe out, in harmony with the journey's flow. The warmth inside the cabin wraps around you like a soft cocoon. With every sway, you're drawn further from the waking world and closer to comfort. You sense a gentle heaviness settling in your hands and feet, a sign that your body is ready to surrender to the soothing pace. The rhythm of the carriage reminds you to let each thought drift away, replaced by calm and the simple awareness of breath. Outside, distant lights flicker briefly, but soon disappear, leaving only darkness and the steady white hush of snow. Inside, the soft, regular sway feels safe, almost hypnotic. Each inhale brings warmth to your chest. Each exhale softens and releases it back into the quiet air. There is nothing to hold on to but the comfort of the present moment, rocked gently by the unhurried lull of the train. As you listen closely, the layered sounds of the journey form a gentle backdrop, the rhythmic clack of the rails, the hum of distant conversation, the occasional sigh of a settling cushion. Amidst these, your own breath is both sound and anchor. You find that you can lengthen each inhale and soften every exhale, inviting a growing sense of ease to fill your body. The movement becomes abstract, almost dreamlike. The boundary between movement and stillness blurs as your awareness drifts inward. Each rock of the carriage signals you to loosen your grip on the day's worries. Your feet nestle more heavily beneath the blanket. Your head relaxes back into the pillow. In this cocoon, the ebb and flow of slow breathing is all that matters, washing over you in gentle, regular waves that guide you toward peaceful rest. You might notice a gentle tingling in your fingertips or a pleasant heaviness in your arms. These are signs that your nervous system is settling, lulled by the quiet reassurance of the carriage's motion. Every inhale draws in calm, every exhale lets go of unnecessary tension. With each breath, you feel lighter inside, yet more grounded to this carriage, this moment, held safely in a rhythm designed for sleep. The outside world continues in silence, snow whispering softly as your train car glides forward. Inside, the sway is your only reality, a cradle for your mind and senses. You take these moments to notice how comfort spreads through your chest and shoulders, expanding with each breath. Any sounds or sensations that remain help deepen your relaxation. The journey continues, slow and unhurried, and you move with it, breath by breath. Very gently, your awareness narrows. You explore the stillness between breaths, the pause where everything is quiet and soft. Supported by the secure walls of your compartment and the soft rhythm below, you feel a sense of protection and quietude envelop you. Each sway of the train envelop you to relax even further, to allow yourself to drift, guided by this immersive sense of warmth and peace. Time on the train seems to stretch and slow. The steady motion outside your window is hardly a distraction. It becomes a comfort, a reassurance. You remain nestled and secure, focusing more and more on the internal rhythm of your breaths. With each inhale, imagine drawing in gentle energy. With every exhale, let go of anything that remains unsettled. This peaceful ritual repeats with each relaxing sway. Let your thoughts become softer. Let them fade like the snow outside, blending into the calmness within. The only thing to notice is the gentle sensation of movement and breath. The slow rolling brings a contented heaviness to your body, as if the train itself is inviting you to sleep. You allow yourself this rare moment of surrender, rocked softly, breathing slowly, cocooned in safety and warmth. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the feeling of the carriage sway. Picture each motion as a lullaby, a familiar song that only you can hear. The combination of movement, warmth, and soft sound lulls your senses, smoothing away tensions, quieting your heartbeat. Your body understands the signal it is time to drift, time to let comfort and ease quiet any last flickers of wakefulness. You might find yourself imagining the rails beneath you endless, reliable, stretching on through the night. With each gentle curve, your breath follows, becoming round and even. To res a rhythm, a dance between the swaying motion and the slow inhalation and exhalation. In these moments, your only job is to observe, to feel the sensation of being rocked towards sleep, your thoughts dissolving into the steady calm. Every small detail of the journey contributes to relaxation. The way the blanket hugs your sides, the softness of dim light, the steadiness of movement. Vulnerabilities dissolve beneath the protective quiet of the cabin. The sway of the carriage reassures you, the sounds reassure you, and your own slow breaths become a gentle background melody. There is no way to go, nothing to do, just this prolonged, peaceful descent into rest. If you notice tension linger in any part of your body, bring your attention there as the carriage rocks. Imagine warmth flowing generously on each inhale, carrying comfort to those places. Each exhale lets go of anything heavy or tight. The journey is seamless, blending breath, motion, and warmth into one continuous experience. Let the gentle movements remind you that you are safe, held, and allowed to relax. The train's progress feels unhurried, designed for restful travel. There is no need to think of schedules or destinations, only the simple fact of being here, now, in this cocoon of gentle movement. The slow, rhythmic rocking continues, inviting you to soften your jaw, your brow, even your thoughts. With each breath, you descend more deeply into the plush warmth beneath your blanket, comforted by the journey's embrace. In these final moments of the carriage sway, embrace the feeling of being gently carried. Each slow rise and fall, each measured breath, weaves serenity through your mind and body. There is nothing to resist, only the peace of the present. The journey may continue, but for now, your world is this cocoon, carriage, warmth, the slow rhythm of the rails, and the soft sound of your own calm breathing. As the chapter draws to a close, continue your slow, thoughtful breaths in harmony with the gentle sway. Let yourself remain suspended in this in-between space, not fully awake, not yet asleep, but deeply at peace. The outside world fades away, replaced by the soothing movement and inner warmth. With every inhalation and exhalation, you move further into calmness, ready to surrender to the restorative power of sleep. Chapter 7. Into the Heart of the Alps. The train glides silently further into the mountains, its path gently illuminated by the moonlight outside. Snow lies thick upon the ground, muffling every sound except the rhythmic clack of the tracks beneath. Distant peaks loom in soft shadows, ancient and unmoving, guarding this world of ice and wonder. Inside, it is calm and peaceful, safe from the chill outside. Each window reveals a shifting landscape, pine trees tall and regal, skirts frosted with white, their branches still in the night. The train's warmth cocoons you, creating a world of comfort separate from the wild grandeur outside. Occasionally, moonbeams break through gaps in the forest, glinting on the glass, reminding you of the vastness surrounding this little haven. Somewhere between sleep and waking, you sense the untamed spirit of the Alps. You're carried through deep valleys where silence pools, mountains rising higher with each gentle curve. It feels as if the train is venturing into the very soul of the wilderness, yet you remain wrapped in amber light and soft wool, serene within your cabin as the world glides by outside. Breathing in, the air is tinged with memories of distant snowfields and ancient forests. The steady movement of the carriage brings gentle reassurance, a quiet lullaby of rails, urging your mind to soften and quiet. With every mile, the outside world grows more shadowy, until it seems the train floats between earth and sky a whisper in the grand silence of the alpine night. It is easy to lose yourself watching the hills rise and fall, draped in moonlit snow. With each glance, a new wonder appears, a frozen creek glinting pale blue, a thicket of pines clustered like silent watchmen. Behind the glass, you are both participant and observer, protected yet somehow intimately connected to nature's silent nocturne unfolding all around. The subtle sway of the carriage soothes tense muscles. Blanketed warmth presses gently at your sides. Beyond the window, wildness rainstacks disappear under falling snow, and the world outside seems infinite. You exhale slowly, feeling your breath join the hush that settles over the mountains, a quiet companion to the hush that has filled your restful heart tonight. Each turn brings deeper solitude. Now, even the distant villages have faded away, leaving only unbroken wilderness. The name Alps conjures images of adventure, yet in this moment it is peace, itself endless slopes, silent forests, moon-capped summits. Protected in your moving sanctuary, you begin to appreciate the rare union of stillness and gentle motion. Through the glass, moonlight slips silently across untouched drifts of snow. Tall pines crowd close to the tracks, as if curious about this silent traveler. The train continues unwavering, a river of warmth winding through a seas of white. Inside, your eyelids grow heavy. The contrast between the world out there and your cocooned rest deepens the magic of the journey. Deep in the heart of the Alps, everything feels timeless. Stars scatter across the sky, their reflections shimmering in icy streams. One moment you spot a distant animal's trail, another, shadows ripple beneath the forest's edge. The gentle persistence of the railway guides you forward, an ancient path worn smooth by years of quiet passage through these snowy valleys. Amber cabin light forms a gentle halo in the surrounding blue dusk. Inside your train, it is always warm, always safe, inviting drowsiness that settles heavier as the mountains grow taller. The cabin almost seems to float through the dreamscape outside, a cozy vessel cradled by the wilderness, sustaining rest while the universe stretches silent and immense beyond the glass. As the tracks unfurl beneath you, an occasional gust of wind sweeps loose snow into twirling, ghostly shapes. These fleeting forms dance across meadows and vanish into the night. Closing your eyes, you imagine stories written in snow and shadow, mysteries only the ancient pines might know, all witnessed from the gentle arms of a sleeper train moving through the heart of winter. In the half-light, everything outside turns to watercolor. Trees blur into streaks of black and white, distant peaks soften, horizons melt. The only constant is the pulse of the train, the steady, calming drum beneath your resting body. It's as though time itself has slowed, the whole world reduced to the night, the mountains, and this rhythm guiding you gently towards sleep. The further you travel, the more the mountains reveal themselves as living guardians, ancient, protective. You become aware of the privilege of passing through such majesty. Even as you settle deeper under your covers, lulled by warmth and gentle noise, a deep contentment grows, nourished by the sure knowledge that nature's beauty surrounds you, even through the darkness. Occasionally, the train seems to slow, curving carefully around bends where slopes fall away into hidden valleys below. You imagine explorers long ago standing here in awe, humbled by the sheer scale of stone, snow, and sky. Now, you drift through that same wonder, feeling the peace of those alpine heights, the gentle embrace of centuries-old forests, all from your quiet corner inside the train. High above, the sky glows with distant, steady stars. Some are lost behind clouds. Others wink from impossible distances, steady and calm. There is a sense of moving between world sown of icy majesty and another of soft, fragile light. The journey feels endless, timeless, as though this night is meant for nothing but stillness and breath, for wonder and gentle dreaming. Outside, the train's progress is marked only by faint disturbances in the snow and the echoing chorus of iron on steel. The quiet creates a sense of reverence, an almost sacred pause between mountains. Inside, you sink lower, surrendering to drowsiness, comforted by the merging of your hearts, gentle rhythm, and the timeless pulse of the railway. You notice that your thoughts slow, unhurried, and soft, as if the outside chill has cooled even your mind. Every sound is gentle, every movement unhurried. You are a guest in this realm of slumbering giants and patient woods, your own small heartbeat echoing the steady advance of the train through endless night and crystalline hush. The Alps cradle you now, protectively encircling the train. Each breath draws you deeper into rest, more attuned to the subtle magic beyond the glass world shaped by moonbeams, distilled into silence. With every mile, you release more tension, letting the ancient power of the mountains and the lull of the rails guide you softly further into sleep's embrace. Perhaps, for a moment, you sense the presence of all those who have crossed these peaks before, travelers, dreamers, wanderers of the night. Their journeys, like yours, tethered to the rhythms of the mountain, to the hush of the snow. These shared passages through the Alps, invisible threads that stitch together generations, give a sense of belonging, of quiet companionship on this silent road. Soon, even the outlines of the mountains blur. Your reflections mingle with the night on the glass, and the gentle roll of the train becomes all you know. Peace fills you, banishing worries and urgency. As you drift at last toward sleep, you carry with you the memory of the Alps abiding, immense and utterly still nature's lullaby sung for those who travel through mountains by night. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. The cabin is enveloped in stillness, except for the gentle pulse of the train gliding over tracks. Outside, a hush falls over the snowy hills. Far-off lights shimmer and soften, blending with the darkness into quiet halos. The world seems to slow, inviting you to unwind. Let your breath settle as the comforting rhythm carries you deeper into this peaceful journey, inviting rest with every passing mile. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Thoughts begin to drift, as if rocked to calm by the train's soothing lullaby. The distant orbs of village lights flicker gently through the frosted window, each one a tiny beacon in the night. Inside the warm cabin, soft amber glow caresses your face. Your legs stretch, the covers drawn just right. Everything outside blurs and fades, as if sleep itself is pulling you closer, moment by gentle moment. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. With each passing minute, the landscape outside slips further away. The sounds of the train merge into a hypnotic hum, echoing like a distant song. You find yourself wondering about the lives that glow within those scattered, shimmering windows, stories unfolding in places both near and far. Allow these reflections to float softly through your mind as you breathe deeper and your body grows heavier, calmly anchored in your body grows heavier, calmly. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Every gentle sway of the carriage feels like an embrace, a reassurance that you are safely carried onward. The train's steady rhythm has become your own heartbeat, slow and sure. Outside, the snowy fields seem endless, bathed in moonlight and whispering the quiet secrets of winter. Your eyes grow heavier, blinking slowly, matching the peaceful tempo of this tranquil night, voyaging the peaceful tempo of this tranquil night voyage. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Tonight, the distant lights are not just places on a map. They become gentle reminders of lives quietly unfolding across the dark. The hum of the wheels and the warmth of the cabin cradle your thoughts inward. Safe and secure within these walls, you listen to the distant world, letting curiosity remain gentle and silent. Let the outside blur as you nestle deeper into your blanket, mind softening with every blanket, mind soft. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. As you listen, the twilight hours invite you to surrender the last tense thoughts. Breaths lengthen and deepen, synced to the unhurried clack of the rails. The snowy landscape is hidden now, all but a scattered constellation of glowing orbs. Quietly, you realize that sometimes meaning is found not in arrival, but in the gentle act of journeying, of letting yourself rest. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Your eyelids flutter, heavy with rest. The dim sway of the train and the muted world outside feel like a lullaby. Imagine yourself as part of the long line of travelers gently rocking through the ages, each held by the comfort of a moving cabin. The snow is falling in graceful silence, muffling the world to a hush. You are safe. The distance between waking and dreaming grows smaller and smaller, you smaller and smaller with each passing moment. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. The passage of time becomes gentle, a quiet parade of distant villages and empty fields. Each light you glimpse is a small story existing in the stillness. You imagine the warmth in those homes and the peace in these snow-covered hills. The rhythm beneath you is constant, a friendly reminder that all is well. Let your mind find comfort in this quiet connection, a world both vast and intimately close to Nightshana. World both vast and intimately quiet connection, a world both vast and incomore. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. The cabin, barely stirring, feels timeless. Any tension in your muscles releases with each slow exhale, gradually melting into softness. The distance between you and the sleeping world outside grows, but a gentle belonging settles in. Remember, you are simply another voyager free to drift between memory and dream. The hum of motion supports your journey inward, allowing rest to deepen with each journey inward, allowing rest to deepen with each gentle rhythmic. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Watch as the train glides quietly onward, snow swirling around it in a silent dance. The lights you pass become softer, blurred by frost and distance. Inside your cocoon, peace takes hold. Thoughts become gentle ripples, fading memories of the day merging with the stillness of the night. The comfort of travel, the pull of sleep, and the hush outside blend together an invitation to surrender, to deep rest. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Lulled by the quiet and warmth, you sense the softness of the bedding beneath your body, the blanket heavy but kind. Each sound outside is muffled by thick snow, transforming the world into a dreamlike calm. Far-off lights beckon, but their call is gentle and distant. Everything nearby holds you, relaxed and sheltered. Sleep hovers at the edges, near enough to touch. Sleep hovers at the edges, near enough to touch. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. There is rest to be found in movement, tranquility within gradual change. The lights outside, though remote, seem to watch over your journey, encouraging you to let go. Breathing gently, you allow each rise and fall of your chest to calm the mind further. Let your inner monologue be replaced by the soothing, unhurried song of the train and the beauty of quiet, snowy night beyond your window. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. The soft amber cabin light keeps the darkness at bay, creating a gentle space to unwind. Beyond the window, everything fades to muted blues and silvers. The thin veil of sleep grows thicker over your senses. Each blink is longer, more languid. You float between awareness and dreams, trusting the steady embrace of the rails. With each sigh, rest arrives more completely, cradled by the safe move. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. There is comfort in knowing that the world is moving even as you rest. The lights you see are like quiet companions, travelers in their own stories, glimpsed briefly before fading away. As the cabin sways, you find contentment in not needing to arrive, in appreciating this slow, unfolding night. Let the softness of your blankets anchor you here. Each breath, each sound, each moment brings sleep closer. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. A sense of wonder is found in the hush of travel, how every gentle light and passing shadow becomes part of your story. The world outside remains unknowable, but inside, peace deepens. You feel gratitude for the blanket, the warmth, the gentle ride. In this cocoon of stillness, your mind floats, free of demands or destinations. The passage of the train is steady, its rhythm. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Even as your thoughts grow sluggish, the rhythm of the rails soothes any lingering wakefulness. The night envelops you with its cool embrace, distant lights winking softly goodbye. You surrender to the moment, no future to plan, no worries to solve, just the comfort of breath and motion. In this quiet surrender, rest is not something to reach for, but a gift, gently delivered, stop by stop, mile by tranquil meal, stop by stop, mile by tranquil. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. As the world outside grows blurrier, the line between dreaming and waking dissolves. The occasional chime or creak of the train is met with the warmth of your blanket, encouraging deeper relaxation. Let your awareness spiral inward, feeling yourself gently drifting with the movement of the train through snow-covered silence. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and notice how fatigue turns sweet, softened by softness. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. Each blurred village and glowing window is a gentle chapter in the night's quiet story. Your heart rate slows, your fingers relax, and a peaceful weight settles over you. The world has not vanished, it has simply softened, inviting you to experience slow presence. Know that, for now, your only journey is toward deeper rest, buoyed by the endless rhythm and the quiet trust, that the night brings. Chapter 8. Distant Lights, Deeper Rest. All around, the world hushes, the snow, the distant lights, the secrets of small towns. The train moves, and you rest safe, unhurried, deeply content. Your thoughts dissolve into quiet appreciation for the journey itself. Breathe in, hold for a moment, and breathe out, slower, softer, lighter. Sleep leans in closer on this tranquil ride, ready to hold you on this tranquil ride, ready to hold you until the gentle morning. Chapter 9. Sleep's Threshold. You lie still, wrapped in a peaceful cocoon of warmth. The train's gentle rhythm, once pronounced and lively, now pulses faint and delicate, almost like a lullaby echoing through your dreams. Your mind floats, unanchored by day, drifting further from waking concerns. Each breath slows, even and deep, as your body settles into restful stillness. Night presses softly, even and deep, as your body settles into restful stillness. Thoughts, once loud and persistent, now arrive like featherslight, soft, barely touching before sliding away. Your awareness ebbs and flows, carried gently by the swaying motion of the sleeper train. All distractions dissolve, replaced with a tender quietness. The hum of the rails blends with the hush of mountain air outside. You sense the boundary where wakefulness thins and sleep patiently waits. One step closer, you drift onward. The warmth of your blanket cradles you, shielding you from the chill lurking beyond the glass. Shadows outside flicker and glide, but here comfort reigns. Your muscles let go bit by bit, no longer tense or worried. The world narrows to touch, sound and breath, a soothing mantra repeated with every passing mile. Each faint jolt of the train is a gentle nudge, reminding you of a journey both outward and inward. The train's lullaby softens further, until it is only a faint patter against the edge of awareness. Time feels elastic, stretching out as you near the borderlands of sleep. The amber glow above casts a gentle warmth over you, bathing your resting face in tranquil light. With eyelids drooping, your mind floats in and out of gentle dreams, neither here nor entirely gone. All grows silent, save for your slow, steady breathing. All grows silent, save for your slow, steady breathing. You sense the last flickers of thought unraveling, tiny threads dissolving into the deep quiet. The rhythm of the train suggests safe passage. Across snowy ridges, yes, but also through the landscapes of rest within. Brief images surface and vanish, half remembered from waking. The boundary between dream and reality blurs. The world narrows further, shrinking to the tender pulse of slumber, the gentle sway, the sound of your own peace. Your heartbeat echoes the train's pace, steady and sure. Each breath brings you deeper, as outside snow stills the fields and forests. Nothing asks for your attention, now not the world beyond the glass, nor the distant villages. Here the only journey is into yourself. The gentle train, your quiet companion, rocks you closer to sleep's threshold. Safe, unhurried, you sense the surrender that welcomes true rest. The darkness outside is comforting, a velvet embrace beyond your window. No stars press through the clouds, only the soft blur of passing white. Within, the air is calm, filled with the promise of uninterrupted sleep. Each sound, each sigh, is part of a tapestry woven from warmth and quiet. Your mind floats upon this, weightless and at ease, aware that sleep now stands just ahead, open-armed and patient. The train has become a vessel for sleep, its pace slowing with your heartbeat. Flickers of old worries dissolve entirely now, replaced by the knowing safety of your small refuge. No harsh lights, no distant chatter, just the faint lull of movement and the softness of your makeshift bed. You feel yourself surrendering, mind and body together, letting go. The final threshold approaches. All you must do is close your eyes and follow. Rest grows deeper as the train guides you onward. The gentle sway is a cradle, the rhythm a gentle hand upon your back. There are no more questions, only the slow unfolding of comfort. Even your thoughts yield, thinning out into a silken quiet. The sense of motion becomes background steady, eternal, safe. In this space you have nothing left to carry. The world pauses, breathes in, and invites your dreams to take the lead. The mountain air, still and cold outside, fades into a distant memory. You are nestled in your den of warmth, listening not to the train, but to something softer, still the hush of your own heartbeat. Time matters less and less, replaced by the timeless hush of sleep. Every small muscle melts into rest. Here, at sleep's threshold, even the movement of the train is gently subsumed by your body's invitation to surrender. Now your sense of self slips gently away, replaced by an easy weightlessness. The train is just a gentle motion, present but unobtrusive as you drift closer to sleep's shore. Around you, the world grows indefinite, a blur of soft lines and gentle sound. Every part of your body has learned to let go. The comfort of the cabin, the muted gold glow, they are your final companions on the journey from waking to sleep. The rhythm of the train, once clear, is just a heartbeat away from silence. You breathe in the stillness, your thoughts echoing more distant with each gentle breath. Slumber folds you in, a velvet curtain drawing across the stage of your mind. You find yourself teetering at the edge of no urge to resist, only the quiet certainty that sleep will meet you soon. There is nothing left to do but rest. Softly, the last of your awareness flickers. The sounds of the train wheels on track, low whistle air now as subtle as a memory. You no longer need the world outside. Warmth, darkness, and quiet are your whole universe. Breaths come easy, longer now, sinking with the gentle sway. In this moment, balance hangs perfectly just this side of sleep, cradled atop the invisible threshold where day fades forever into night. Letting go is effortless, a gentle easing of your very being. Every thought that enters finds no anchor and floats away. Your hands and feet have forgotten movement, fingers curled in repose. The gentle clatter beneath you is a soft, repetitive comfort. Not a sound or sensation countermands the invitation to sleep. Only the gentle presence of the train, its ceaseless motion, promises a landing on sleep's far distant shore. A final check your breathing, regular and deep, your muscles surrendered. The warmth beneath your blanket is complete, a small cocoon untouched by winter's reach. The pressure in your limbs dissolves, leaving only tranquil weightlessness. With your last stray thoughts dissolving, the threshold loses all remaining sharpness. Only the urge to drift, to cross over, remains a quiet urge that pulls you irrevocably toward restorative sleep, carried on the rails of night. No images arise, no stories unspool, just a gentle haze where once thoughts played. The train, achingly quiet, is as much a memory as a presence. Your breath is slower still, nearly blending into the soft hum all around you. Time no longer matters. Beyond the misted glass, the cold world spins on, but here, within these four soft walls, you are entirely safe. Sleep waits, patient, across a vanishing. Let your focus dissolve. The gentle, hypnotic movement of the train steals all last need for words. Your eyes flutter closed, deeper and heavier. No more stories to tell yourself. The cocoon of warmth grows softer, the darkness more complete. Each inhale and exhale brings you further along the invisible tracks that lead to peaceful slumber. You are guided effortlessly, without effort or thought, into the tranquil embrace of undisturbed rest. The stillness inside the train feels absolute. Beyond the shroud of sleep, the snowy landscape requires nothing of you. The only rhythm is your breath, quiet, consistent, like a lullaby. In the golden haze, your thoughts scatter, leaving only comfort behind. You realize, softly and without words, that you have let go entirely. There is nothing left but sleep's embrace, restful and deep, ready to claim you at last. As you cross the final threshold, the past and the future turn irrelevant. All worries are spent. No detail holds meaning. The journey is not measured in distance, but in the gentle surrender of body and mind. Each second carries you gently, inevitably, across the border into true sleep. In these last quiet moments, you belong to the rhythm of the train, peaceful, safe, untroubled, and fully at ease within yourself. Deep sleep waits just beyond, its invitation clear as you drift freely at the edge. The train's soft chorus has faded to a fond, distant memory. Your cocoon of warmth and your restful heartbeat become your whole world. Quiet fills every space within and without. The journey now is only inward, to the deepest chambers of rest. Here, at last, with nothing left but comfort, you softly cross over into dreams. Chapter 10. Arrival in Dream. The rhythm of the train slows, each gentle clack blending with long, quiet pauses. The world outside drifts away, becoming softer and more distant with every breath. All that remains is the gentle warmth within the cabin, an embrace of comfort that settles deep into your body. A sense of peace settles in, melting away the edges of thought and inviting the tranquility in its wake. The landscape beyond the window dissolves into a blur. Only the memory of snowy fields and dark, sleepy villages lingers somewhere far off. In the hush that fills the space, you feel your breathing become slower and steadier. There is no need to look outside, no more stories carried by the world beyond. Everything important is nestled here: simplicity, breath, warmth, and a gentle sense of belonging. A softness spreads through your limbs, heavy and gentle. Each passing moment is marked by the muted clack of train wheels, growing quieter, almost dreamlike in their steady rhythm. The amber light folds around you, insulating you from the night. There is only the warmth of your blanket, only the gentle rocking of the train. Allow yourself to drift freely, uncertainty and concern left behind. Thoughts slow further, dissolving into the gentle hush that now fills the little cabin. The journey narrows to a single, soothing sensation. There is no inside or outside anymore, only a feeling of being carried to some peaceful destination. As contentment settles like snow, the mind gently lets go of the day. The soft sounds and trembling vibrations become the lullaby, coaxing you towards sleep. Now the air is still, even the train seems to move less, each sound fading into longer silences. You sense the reassuring presence of the tracks beneath you, guiding the carriage into a world suspended between waking and sleep. Your chest rises and falls with the quiet, steady patience of night. Gradually the warmth within grows deeper, comforting and safe, inviting your thoughts to simply rest. Slowly, all awareness narrows to the hush within the cabin. The steady rhythm of your breath matches the slow pulse of distant rails. Everything sharp or urgent has faded, replaced by the drifting tranquility of resting beneath a thick, gentle blanket. The light dims further, and any worries dissolve in the haze of calm. Everything else slips from your mind, replaced only by the nearby safety of your own gentle presence. The sensation is almost timeless now. Caught between memory and the promise of dreams, the train becomes a cradle swaying through endless night. The world beyond the glass is completely obscured, a canvas swallowed in soft darkness. You feel the night air buffeted by layers of warmth and tranquility. Every sense is soothed, quieted by the softness that envelops you, as if safely tucked away from the world's concerns. With each rise and fall of your breath, comfort settles further in. The pauses between the fading sounds stretch longer. The gentle clacking track has a distant underwater quality, barely reaching consciousness now. Sleep seems nearer with every gentle sway, as if the train itself were a guide leading into restful darkness. You let go a little more, trusting that wherever you are headed, you are safe and cared for. You may catch the vague impression of landscape, the suggestion of snowy fields melting into misty shadows. But details are blurred now, replaced by feeling alone. The amber light is cocooning, shielding you even from your own thoughts. Each moment brings you nearer to a quiet place within, untouched by worry or haste. Sleep is not something to chase, but something that arrives quietly, like the train slipping gently into an invisible station. Breath becomes the rhythm now. In the comfortable stillness, your chest rises and falls, matching the peaceful energy around you. Every little worry is set aside, replaced by a growing sense of weightlessness. The gentle swaying motion continues, a subtle dance of relaxation. The train and the night, your heart and the tracks, all blend into one continuous sigh. There is only peace waiting to hold you as you fade. Your thoughts gently slow to a trickle, like snowflakes drifting softly to the ground. Words fade away, replaced with sensations of warmth and presence. The train sounds are almost inaudible now, just an occasional reminder that you are on a quiet journey. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else needed from you. With each soft inhalation and exhale, you sink further into your blanket, weightless and serene. Silence becomes the most familiar sound. It presses close, kind and patient, encouraging restfulness. You feel as if you have been gliding through the night forever, outside of any sense of time or destination. The only feeling that remains is comfort. Your senses narrow to the warmth of your body and the soft fabric against your skin. The journey continues, but you are softly slipping beyond the reach of waking into gentle slumber. Drifting now, in that beautiful space where dreams begin. The steady movement of the train makes no demands, asking only that you allow yourself to be carried onward. The world is gentle, every sensation rounded and soft. Darkness outside has no edges, and your mind feels spacious, open. Moments pass without urgency, stretching effortlessly into the unknown. You surrender fully to this gentle passage, safe and unknown. You surrender fully to this gentle passage, safe and unknown. Perhaps, in the quietest corners of your mind, images begin to form. Fleeting scenes, soft glows of memory or hope, unhurried as the snowy landscape had been. The gentle movement offers reassurance with every sway. Nothing is urgent, nothing intrusive, only the gradual ebb and flow of calm envelops you. Even the pause between thoughts feels gentle, and you recognize the quiet as a friend guiding you to sleep. The pauses between each sound lengthen even more. You notice that you can no longer hear the clack of the rails, only the silence that follows. It is the embrace of night, patient and steady, offering space for your mind to grow quiet. The assurance of warmth and security lingers, as if the train holds you gently through the journey. Gradually, all inner chatter grows faint, replaced simply by comfort and trust. The boundaries of self slowly blur. You feel yourself merging with the warmth of the blanket, the hush of the cabin, the quiet rhythm of the rails. Sleep is so close now, arriving not as a sudden event, but as a gentle unfolding. Every sense is sheltered by softness. There is no need to hold on to wakefulness. Release it completely, and allow yourself to slip tenderly into dream, floating effortlessly onward. There is a gentle sense of arrival, neither here nor there, but somewhere deeply safe. The journey has become simply a sensation, the feeling of being held in gentle movement. Your heart is calm, your breath is peaceful, your thoughts are tranquil. Sleep arrives gradually, its presence familiar and kind. You settle into the amber-lit cocoon, ready to voyage deeper into your own quiet dreams, soothed by the hush all around. This arrival is not abrupt, not loud or bright. Instead, it is like pulling into a hidden station no one knows but you. The world outside vanishes completely, leaving only softness and silence. All that is left for you to do is rest. The warm embrace of night gathers you in, and the story gently dissolves into restful oblivion, where nothing remains but the peace of deep, nourishing sleep. In the end, there are only quiet breaths and gentle stillness. The sleeper train's journey disappears into the comforting dark. Your carriage becomes a vessel sailing smooth through a sea of dreams. You are at home, safe, the world's edges forgotten. Drift now, allow yourself to go. The story has done its work, bringing warmth, stillness, and the kindest sleep. Good night, traveler, until new journeys beckon again. And as the last faint vibrations disappear, your awareness floats away with them, cradled by comfort and quiet. The lines between memory and dream are soft and forgiving here. You are free to rest, untethered and serene. The sleeper train has delivered you into the heart of night, into the arms of dreams. Let the warmth carry you. Let silence be your guide. Sleep deeply, gently, until morning light returns again.